Hey folks, this is Ben Gessel. How's it going? This might be a longer video. The main thing I have to say, right off the outset, is gonna be pretty basic. Straightforward. Yeah. So as you guys probably know, I don't watch TV. There are a lot of reasons I don't watch TV. One of them is that I just don't have any interest. My my parents watch a few things on Netflix that I can see why they like it, and they're actually good shows. You have to kind of get into these TV shows a little bit but my parents like detective stuff a little bit, and anyway, so yeah, here I am on, the new, my landlord has a new system for his Comcast, and it's, hey, the new Comcast thing they have, it's pretty nifty. I mean, like, lots and lots and lots and lots of free movies. So the free movie collection has expanded by leaps and bounds. And I guess Comcast works with Tubi and a whole bunch of other stuff to deliver these free movies. Or at least if you have, I don't know, Comcast. But basically, there's a lot to choose from. So here I am looking for, of course, certain movies, but of course I can't type in. I can't figure out how to type in a title. I have to go look for A to Z. That route. I'm like, oh, just good night, forget it. Like trying to. It's the silliest, stupidest thing. One movie I was trying to find is Funny Games. That having to pay a little bit for it on YouTube, of course. But if I really want to see it that bad, I suppose I will. Then aside from Funny Games, the other one was just it's a it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, just because it's Halloween. I mean, just how hard can it be? Especially if you have over 6,000 titles to choose from. Then, of course, if you can't even search for things by putting in you know, the search category, who has time to wade through all that stuff? So there must be something I'm not thinking of, some way of finding. If, you know, I don't know. Anyway. So, I ended up watching what I thought was maybe one of the best movies, right? Because look at, if I figure out, okay, so this is how you can bring up the movies that have the highest ratings. So I went to the highest rated movies, but there's different kinds of ratings. So I ended up seeing this B budget movie. It's called, oh, I can't even remember. It's with an F, something 101. Anyway, it was stupid. So I had no idea why it was ranked 98% on some popcorn icon thing. And then I tried to get into this, apparently a sequel to The Shining. And it just kept droning on and on and on and on. Like if you see the Fifth Element, or if you see especially 12 Monkeys or something with uh, Brad Pitt and I can't remember the other guy. I think it's called 12 Monkeys or something like that. Especially 12 Monkeys, it has a lot going on. It's hard to make sense of what's going on, but it's very much like a dream. The way that Pitt's character is, and yeah, that's why I like it so much. But it's so weird. It's so weird. I love it though. Love it, love it. It's very dreamlike though. And um, this movie is kind of, I guess, I don't know. Stephen King was behind it, so I do want to see the whole thing. And it had um, Ewan McGregor. Yeah, the name escapes me right now. It's some kind of sequel to The Shining, but it's not Shining 2, it's something else. Something having to do with dreams or something. But, I just couldn't get into it. And it had pretty high ratings and stuff. So, I'm thinking to myself, like, all these great movies that I've seen multiple times, some of them. I mean, something is wrong here. Like, there's just nothing. I mean, literally nothing that's come out recently that I really want to see. It's just, we're chock full of B budget movies now. I don't know, like, so then I'm like trying to come up with a list of music that I'm going to be composing after this suite of music I've just almost finished, with. And, some of, is also based on some dreams I've had. Sometimes, I had this happen to me where there's one of the movements I want it to be a certain way, a certain kind of room. It's more scholarly and stuff. And talking to Ben Franklin or something, or something. I can picture the room in my mind, you know, and it's a little bit like one of my piano teacher's houses or rooms when I was younger, in a way. But so I can picture the room, um, but the idea kept popping in and out of my head like constantly. So I kept forgetting what it was that I was gonna include in my next suite of piano music, and then kept popping back in my head. I don't know if you know how frustrating that is, but uh, so it's just like I'm asking myself, like, should I just watch any old movie because it's for free? Uh, I'm just very disappointed. Disappointed still in Hollywood. I don't think I mean, I just want to see something that's a good movie, has a good plot. I don't think that's too much to ask. There's so many bad movies, and the ones that I thought were gonna be good, no, 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 no. And people seem to sometimes have lower expectations of movies nowadays. A lot of people, a lot of younger people, I think. But it's just because they're saturated with a bunch of garbage. If you have to choose a movie, among a bunch of garbage movies, the one that's just mediocre is going to seem pretty great. It doesn't change the fact that it's still mediocre. So, a little bit frustrating. I have to go to bed. Anyway, I'm going to catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.